in. So I kind of like looking at it from the side that's going to be a little bit harder.
Okay, we have some interesting chat banter, but we're starting off here with the niche POV. Whoa, look at this, Brett. Is this live? Wait, what are they doing here? Do you see this?
I'm looking at the chat right now, but yeah, this is interesting. We are going to be seeing a what is this, a clown car right now
Yeah,
with
what is
like three
happening here,
people
Brett?
on top.
It's
Massive amount of players are going to be putting
oh,
one up.
what
I have
is
no
this a
clue what they just did
strategy?
there.
Whoa, they're going straight for the B flag. Well, this is okay. I haven't seen this before. And okay, they're using the tank.
Yeah.
They're just riding on top of it. Interesting. Okay, they're going to be nading up there towards the garden in the playground. They're going to be seeing if they can catch any SF players here. But they go all in on this B flag off the rip here, Brett. That's very interesting to see. I have not seen a tank go here before, so this is definitely something they were hiding up their sleeve. Good to see in a match. Very good to see. We got Nish over here. He's going to be running up the sidewalk on the left side by playground. He's going to be looking for players. He sees one. He's getting shot from the back. Does he turn on him? No. Reaper takes him down. We're going to be swapping over to the SF side here and see if we can get over there. Goodness.
So it is interesting though, because we did have the tank for SF actually go back and just cap its gimme, and then the tank for the Australian boys, he got aggressive, got all the way over onto that B side of the map, and it does look like absolute just craziness is unfolding right now. If you're over here on Havoc's POV, he is going to be in the IFE trying to push down in towards that Bravo section. Looks like he's been able to do the damage that he wanted to. He's going to go ahead and back on out there. But the IFV has, I think, rolled around to the other side of the map, the kind of green side of the map, for the AU guys. And that's going to be an interesting fight, as both of them are starting to trade tit for tat on going back and forth. Now, real quick, because I am not familiar with the vehicles, but what loadouts are we going to be seeing as Havoc? Very low on health.
You gotta watch out, Havoc. Gotta get the reps out. There's two players. His rep goes down. Havoc's only able to take one more RPG here. He's got to dance around it. Oh my god, and the RPG barely misses. Havoc's got to be careful here. He's got to get back to full reps before he re-engages. But look at the maps. Look at the flags here, Brett. It looks like SF actually recaptured B, but look at this. Already trouble in paradise over here on the gimme flag for SF. Already having to fight off all these Aussies that are jumping on it and trying to get on the burn. Havoc's just trying to find these players in here, and he's trying to get the splash damage, but he doesn't have the ammo for it, it looks like. I'm actually curious if he's going to be able to get this angle. I'm going to swap over to some of the infantry here. I would like to see what Colin's getting up to on the B flag right now and see what he's able to do to support his team here. Oh, come on.
Yeah, he is currently going to be sitting over with Colin.
Yeah,
you have an extra view that I don't have?
Uh-oh. Sending it over, sir. Coming right over now. Sending it over. Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
Okay, no, there you go. It's going to be Battlefield BF. That's his name. Sorry.
There's a guy in the corner.
Okay. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But yeah, that was absolute chaos happening over. Actually, the vehicles are still going to be going at it over there on the gimme flag. But infantry players, Nietzsche is doing a really good job. I know that you switched POVs, but Nietzsche is still going to be up and alive, doing some damage. He finally does get taken down. Havoc is down low, 1 bar of health. He does end up getting picked up. It's going to leave his teammate Reaper on point. Nice job as he picks up 2. That will allow them for now to keep a presence onto the flag, but just like you said before, absolutely swarmed with the Australians. And that is just a really, really good back and forth. Still not able to get that back for the SF squad.
Oh, but look at the javelins coming out, by the way, Brett. They are allowed in 8v8, and it's a very strong tool if you use it correctly. But look at this coming out of spawn. They're getting shot from 2 angles. It's like they're currently strapped in spawn right now. This is not good for SF. We really need to see SF kind of make a move over here on C to get these Australians off of these power positions on their gimme flag. And it looks like they're trying to go for exactly that on the Reaper POV. He's going to be jumping over the rail here, getting shot from his left, trying to get trade-out blows, but Nish takes him down. Reaper's just having a hard time getting anything going here on this map, it looks like right now, Brett.
I'm really surprised that we're not seeing any squad hopping going on, because that would have been a perfect opportunity. Instead of spawning back in the base, they had a couple of guys over there next to that Charlie flag that they could have bombed in on. Now, they did get wiped up as they tried to go in over towards that side, but this is just looking devastatingly bad right now for SF. They are really struggling to try and get out here. It looks like 2 of the POVs are over here onto the A. Havoc still not into his IFV, which needs to go up. And he ends up getting taken down. This is just, it's death everywhere. I'm looking on to these POVs, and nobody is staying up and alive. Even Nietzsche, he did get at least 1 kill, but he went down almost immediately.
You know, this is not good. And this is the big thing for SF. If they get behind, they're going to have a hard time getting back into it. But, you know, I've seen a lot of these 8v8s and the comebacks happen in these things. It's incredible. It's almost every other game. But we got to get SF out of this spawn, don't we, Brett? I mean, if they want to have a chance in this game, they got to get some kind of control over their gimme flag here. And it's just not a good look that they're not even able to get out of spawn right now.
So I am going to admit, you know, I'm not really sure how this map altogether plays out. But, you know, in my past experience, if you're just getting smoked coming out of spawn over and over and over again, unless you have the push of your IFV, which it does look like Havoc has just spawned in, you might as well just try and push somewhere else on the map, right? Because it's just you're just going to get, you know, head glitched over and over and over again. It's going to be rough.
But it looks like SF are able to get out of spawn. Their IFV is up. I'm watching on Reaper's end. He sees this player behind his rock. He's trying to take it down. Player goes down to Chinu. It looks like Reaper's just trying to support Havoc here from the right, trying to avoid any kind of ass shots he can receive from the tank. His Javelin's back out, and honestly, at this point, he's not getting any hits with his Javelin. I want to see him kind of go to RPG, but there it is. As soon as I say it, Caster Curse. He gets 315 damage. The Rep Tool's out on Havoc. Look at Havoc. He's down to 1/3 of his health here. He needs to back up and get his HP back to where it needs to be. But look at this. They got control of A, Brett. But look at B. It's gone. The moment they get one, they lose the other. SF have got to do something here and get on top of these rotations right now, because right now they're playing off their back foot, and I don't think these guys play very well from their back, but I think these guys need to get some kind of confidence so that their shots will connect, so they'll play a little bit smarter. They're just really good in that aspect if you get them rolling. But here we got Reaper over here on the pastures over here trying to get another Javelin off, gets one off on the tank, gets shot from the player over there across the pasture. He needs to kind of trade some blows here with his infantry. He's got to help out his tank here. I'm going to swap over to the niche POV, see what we can get on the Australian side, see how they're playing against this in this advantageous position.
They are doing a fantastic job. Niche is going to be able to pick up one. They've got a full squad starting to go all the way back around, hitting that gimme flag, and that's going to put Havoc in a rough spot. He's going to have to make that decision. Do I push up? Do I try and pull back? Because he's still going to be fighting this IFV going back and forth, and it is going to go in the favor of, well, I think we have a little bit of a desync here. I think Havoc just died. Yes, he did. So that is going to open up this gimme flag. We see Niche on it right now. He's getting the full burn. He's not able to pick up the kill, but still having that 2 flag advantage in their favor, as we are going to be seeing them just lengthening out this lead. It's now 305 to 120 or 130 at the moment. This is not a good position for them to be in. Yeah, SF, they got to shake off those game jitters, right? They got to get something going on.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna swap over to the SF POV. I really want to see if they're able to get in this game in some way, man. This is just brutal to see from these guys. A lot of words were exchanged going into this, so I know everybody's having that in the back of their minds, and they're just wanting to.
They're still on it.
Everybody wants to win this, but SF are just getting outclassed right now. It looks like, Brett.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say outclassed, but yeah, it looks like they're losing the majority of their gunfights consistently. Like we have 3 POVs of theirs right now, and every single time, it's just nice job there from Niche. He's going to be able to pick up another one over on the look like the B side of the map. So a really good job putting pressure on them. But again, the 2 flag advantage in the favor right now of the Australian boys. They are looking very, very solid in their control. We do have reinforcements starting to come back down onto Bravo, but you know, at the moment, I don't really see any kind of good pushes coming in for SF. They've got at least one guy on B. He gets picked up. Delay spawns are going to be coming in. I think this was a big Slimbo or Battlefield BF. He kind of delayed his spawn on trying to go over onto B. Now he's got the long walk from Gimme to try and make that happen. And this is just, it's not looking good for them whatsoever. The aggression that we talked about with SF having, it's just not really present at the moment. It seems like it's almost flipped on its head, that we're seeing it coming out of the Australian guys. They are just pedal to the metal, full bore going, not stopping whatsoever. And they're now sub 100 tickets for SF, with 291 in the favor currently of Australia, and it's just absolute domination.
But look at this. The moment they're on B and burning it, look at their gimme. Their A is burning. Australia have an answer for every single rotation that SF have. They're just getting out-rotated in every aspect. And Colin's got to be careful here. He's about to get taken down himself, and they're just trying to push for C, but look at that. The moment they get B neutralized and in their favor, A's about to go in favor of the Australians. It looks like just Australia are 2 steps ahead at all times right now. But we have Colin over here. Finally, we're seeing players get on onto the C flag here, Brett. Let's see if they're able to get any kind of control here. This is a big moment. I think this is the first time SF have actually gotten on C, and it looks like they're potentially going to get it in their favor. But look, the IFV is here. Os delete, it's already shutting down this flag. They're going to be blowing down these walls, trying to get control. Colin tries to take down one. He gets JP, but gets traded out by Nish. That's a really bad fight to lose for SF. That's 0-3. There's 3 players on the C flag for Australia. I'm going to switch over to the leader Havoc POV here, see if he's able to get anything going. Oh my God, multi-twitch is really just a quality thing.
He's getting taken down. Go over to Nish's view right now. He's just now picked up a player. He's putting the pressure in on that Guinea flag of the other team, kind of looking down into that B flag. His squad's doing a really good job of taking him down. We got that mobile cover kind of being pushed down the repair and the ammo for those vehicles, which is a very interesting play, very creative play that we're seeing out for these competitive players. But I love what we're having here, Niche doing. He's just kind of sitting back. He's watching for where those players are going to be filling in at. Nice long-range shots coming in for him. And, I mean, this is just – it is very, very painful to watch right now because it almost looks like we're seeing a two-tier, teams playing. Like this is an amateur versus a pro with how bad this is at the moment. Now, 18 tickets left. We are going to be seeing, it looks like the Australian boys taking it here. I think it's like 280 to 13 at the moment, and they are going to have a huge lead going into round number 2.
Yeah, no, this is bad. And this is especially bad, Brett, because this map is on an American server. This is SF's biggest moment here. They needed to win this map. Everybody expected them to win this map. They're losing the good side by 280 tickets. This is
man.
I don't know if this is a bad showing from SF.
20-12 from Loki.
Amazing.
Absolute dominating right there. Wow.
I cannot believe it. I can't tell if that was an amazing showing from Australia or a bad showing from SF. If I'm SF right now, I'm saying, hey, we got a bathroom break. 1 second, hold on.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, you almost want to kind of all right, let's stop, take a breath. Let's chill out. Like I said, get those jitters out of you. Those pregame jitters. Sometimes it takes a round or so in order to kind of get rid of them. But man, that is definitely rough. So 200 and I believe 80 tickets there was the win.
Yes, 280 is the number.
Yeah. So in order, I mean,
it's really difficult.
280 to 350. So that's going to be 70 ticket.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Well, no, I believe they start at 400 tickets here. They've got to play perfectly. Yeah, I believe it's 400. Okay. So they have to play perfectly.
Well, that's not bad.
Wash, thank you for the subs. Again, you do too much. I appreciate you. You don't have to do that, but thank you, sir. You are the man. And guys, I'm having a lot of issues with multi-twitch right now. Trying to full screen things. It's just not working out for me. I am trying. Pick right now. Well, this is the first side pick, and Australia won by 280-0 and can't pay my salary, SMH. That's funny. But like you said, Brett, honestly, this is a good time for someone to take a shit on SF. They need to take a moment. They need to have some kind of excuse. Give us 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's the only way. They've got a mental reset somehow here. They got to talk. Okay, what went wrong? Are we freaking out? Is it the nerves? What's going on, guys? Because the SF, I know this is a really bad performance from them. So I'm going to go with they have a little bit of getting crushed by the stage syndrome right now. It's unfortunate, but maybe they can get back into it in the second round. But again, Brett, this is the harder side, so they have to play perfectly. They can't make a mistake here. They really can't.
Is it the harder side though? It's kind of like I don't know. With the way that it was played out before, especially because what we saw at the very beginning of that match, they were able to get over onto that B side, SkyFall. They cut off really any kind of play going into Bravo right away. They had an IFV there. They had at least one guy inside the IFV. They had 2 guys standing out on top of it. They had a third that was running up towards it. I imagine he used the fast mover. So you're talking about possibly 5 of their players, counting the IFV, sitting on top of that B flag right from the start. So as you said, that's not really a strategy that you've seen a whole lot. So that might have been something that SF just was not counting on at all. Typically, those IFVs, they kind of like to play that upper green side of the map, but that just wasn't the case. Yep. Their IFV for SF was sitting back at home, and when you cut off half of the map immediately like that, You basically just pin the other team in the back of their own spawn, and that's exactly what happened. Head glitches started coming out. You saw basically just immediately when they spawned in, they had to run over no man's land. They were getting picked off. Very difficult to come out of that position. Honestly, like you might say that SF did the best that they could. I think that they probably should have redeployed a little bit better. Then again, we are talking about us looking at it from a different view. Is this live right now?
Yeah, this is live. And Brett, I'm having issues with multi-twitch, so I'm going to try and stay on one POV for a little bit longer than the others because swapping's getting really difficult. I don't know what's going on. We got Colin here. Colin's trying to take down the guy on top of the shed, but he gets traded out by JP. Can Colin get revived here? This is a pretty major fight for them to win. The question is, what flag does SF pick here? Do they pick A or B? They need to figure out, oh my goodness, that is just domination from the Australian tank shooting down into that alleyway. I've not seen a kill happen there from the IFV, but hey, it's interesting to see. But look, Brett, this is interesting. The B flag is actually still neutral here, and we've already burned about a whole minute of gameplay here. What is happening? Are these teams having the same strat?
No, it looked like to me that we saw pretty much the entire presence for SF that went up towards green. Like the bulk of their team went up towards green, trying to get over there into that alpha side of the map. Now we are starting to see some infantry players kind of floating on down to get into that Bravo side, but it left it completely open for the Australians. They kind of hit a wall. Australians, they stopped them there in the middle of the map. They prevented any kind of push from happening, and they were just like, all right, well, we're going to send 2 guys back, capture this flag real quick. And they're just chilling back there with 2 flags right from the start. So, really good job there from Australia recognizing what they had. They do lose that Bravo site, but still a really good fight going to be coming over around it, as we are going to be looking at Slimbo right now. He manages.
He's doing work here. He's doing work. He's taken down 3 players from Australia so far. Yeah. Colin over here. He's really, oh my God, a 4th player, and he's shooting bodies on the stream. Colin, you gotta be careful. You might lose this game. They're gonna clip you for that. You gotta be careful, Colin. But we got SF here in a strong position with the 2 flags. I think this might be the first time they've held 2 flags this game, Brett, if I'm not mistaken. But again, look at this route that Colin's taking. He sees a player over here. Can he get the kill? Oh, no! Low key takes down Colin, and he is not saying sorry, especially with him shooting bodies. But wait a minute. Is Colin going to survive here? Oh. No, he gets, okay, so Colin takes the death. I will be swapping over to the niche side here, Brett. I'm going to go ahead and get the full screen going because multi-twitch is being fun today.
Yeah. So what it does look like, though, I will say SF's IFV is out of commission for the time being. We are going to be seeing the IFV up right now. Niche just spawned in on it, which is another factor that we didn't really discuss before. Those IFVs being that mobile spawn point for both of those squads is very difficult to have to deal with that. It allows a lot of flexibility for these teams, as Niche now is going to be kind of just poking around, seeing where he can kind of filter
Niche taking down Cincy. Yep,
nice.
Niche taking down Cincy there on the rotations. And the question is, look at this. Australia are back in these power positions we talked about. Look at this head glitch, man. How are you going to get Niche out of here if he doesn't get out of there himself, Oh, there he goes. And I speak, and the caster curse hits. He doesn't get taken down, though. And again, look at Niche just playing smart here. He sees the A flags being burned. Now he's rotating over. He's going to be looking to take down an SF player. Colin goes down to Niche, it looks like here, and it looks like we're going to have Niche sliding into the bushes over here. He sees someone on big already. He's going to try and throw a nade. Doesn't have one in hand. But look at this. He's got an RPG. They're chasing this player down, Brett. These guys are ruthless right now.
This is going to sound absolutely stupid, but one of the things that I like seeing right now coming out from Australia is that they are fighting on the flags. They're making sure that they got a guy on burn and that they're fighting from that position, because the whole entire time that we see SF trying to come in, and I'm sorry if I said SF before, I'm at SkyFall, SF, they're fighting from a disadvantage spawning in, whereas SF, man, I'm getting these messed up.
It's okay. SkyFall it's okay. You're good. You're locked in.
They're shooting from a position of advantage, and they're getting the cap. It is a very, very good way to play. It's like a common sense play, but it is something that a lot of teams kind of forget. They go for those kills and not for the positioning on the flag itself.
Look at Nish, man. He has gone all the way around the world here. This guy is mobile, but oh no! He doesn't. No, don't do it, Nish. No, get off of him, Nish. He's already dead. You can't keep doing that to him. There's a lot of animosity between these teams showing themselves here, Brett. And they are not here to play nice. They want to beat each other bad. Oh no, and he takes down another. It's going to look like Chinu goes down to Nish. Nish is up here in the playground, hopping on the head glitch. He's going to be looking for another head to claim. I mean, these guys are just playing relentlessly right now. And it looks like Australia are looking to take down B as their next objective here on the map. Goodness
Yeah, we do see them getting onto that Bravo. At the same time, though, SF has been able to rotate their IFV onto the alpha side of the map. They did get the IFV down for SkyFall. That's going to give them a slight little advantage there. But Havoc has been pushed back. As you said, those jabs coming out, really doing a lot of damage to him. And he's not able to get onto the burn itself. So still struggling, but definitely putting on that pressure.
I'm going to swap over to the Havoc POV now, Brett. Multi-Twitch willing. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, let's get our... Okay, it looks like we're good so far. Okay, all right. I've got a Havoc POV. He's going to be rolling onto his gimme flag here, or not his gimme flag, their gimme flag here, trying to look and get some kind of presence on the map. But they need, I mean, they've already lost the map, but the question is they need to get their composure right. They need to figure out what they're doing wrong and really optimize going into this next map because they're about to be playing on 200 plus ping. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they go. If some way SF are able to win this next map, it really speaks volumes about their mental because they already know they're getting clowned. They already know it's happening because they made a big deal about these pings and now they've lost on their own server. They've really got to just forget it and move on to the next thing. But right now, SF have a strong hold with 2 flags. You got Leader Havoc, not the kind of infantry player you would typically see taking down Orange Pearl. He's going to be rolling through the rocks over here on the pasture, looking for more infantry to pick up. He's not really seeing anybody, but he's looking to just get some kind of real estate over here towards the C flag, hopping through the bushes, and he's got 2 teammates down. I wonder if he's going to try and wait for spawns. He gets shot a little bit. Havoc, you got to play your life here. You don't want to get on the flag. You got to get somewhere. You got to hide. Wait for spawns here, Havoc. Do something. Oh, no, and he gets taken down by Orange Pearl, the same man he sent to the respawn screen. I'm going to be swapping back over to the Australian side and see if we can give them some screen time, seeing as how they have won the map. Let's see if we can
Niche has been doing a great job over here onto Bravo. He picked up 2 kills. He was able to kind of work with his teammates to go ahead and get control of that Bravo. Nice pickup there. He does go down, but able to secure a kill in the process. He does have another squad member that's still up and alive, still going to be doing some damage potentially as the red is going right up in front of him. Nice job there. He stays alive for the information as well. That's just really good gameplay coming out from him. But another thing, too, that I want to kind of point out is that from the Australian side of things, they have been playing together very, very well. They've been sticking together. They've been getting those revives off. They have done a fantastic job of making sure that they're going to be covering each other. They're trading out very effectively. Whereas on the other side, it's been a little bit more chaotic. It's been a little bit more spread out. And I'm not sure if that's just because they got pushed back really early on, and then they're just kind of recovering in that sense. But they definitely don't look like they've been playing together for very long. Like it's very chaotic and very spread out. Whereas with Australia, they're very, very tightly packed together. They're getting those revives. They're trading out those players. They're baiting each other. Very good infantry play coming out right now from Australia.
Dude, it's honestly like incredible. You can see that these guys have routine. These guys have planned every little bit of this out. These guys are disciplined. Whereas SF, these guys are more mechanical. They're more of the aimer crowd. These guys hop on aim labs and out aim an entire lobby in pubs. But that's not going to help you at the highest level of play. Right now, what's going to help you is good tactics. And right now, you're getting outstratted by Team Australia. What would you say if you were the leader of SF right now? What would you say to your players? And great shot by Nish, by the way.
I mean, at this point in time, we kind of mentioned this before in some previous games. At this point in time, you've lost the game already. There's a couple of mentalities that you have. You can have the one, all right, well, we lost it, guys. So let's just go ahead and, we're gonna get our heads on straight. We're going to talk about maybe some of the problems that we had, maybe what we're going to be fixing. Maybe we need to switch out positions or switch out squads. Maybe they're just not working out tonight. And just kind of, go at it from a cool-headed perspective. Take some time because you have time here. So just use it.
Oh, God,
or you have the perspective of or you have the perspective of basically just like, hey, you know what? Just forget about what happened that last time. We know how we're playing. It's just we had a bad map. Let's forget about it and just go.
Oh my God, Nish is over here. He's so consistent. They have such good fundamentals on this team. He goes down. I think, okay, he's going back to the screen. But no, look over here. Nish, he's looking for a second. He takes down Colin himself, the one player who really was aggravated about the ping situation. Nish is taking him down again on this fight. Let's see if Nish is able to pick up a second. Comes down from Nish. Oh my goodness. We're going to see Nish to dismantle SF. And the absolute essence of this team are just being destroyed right now by Nish himself. I cannot believe what I'm seeing out of these Australians right now. These guys are playing absolute perfect Battlefield.
So that's going to be a 3 cap coming in. Those tickets are going to be flying off the shelf. And yeah, that is just absolute beautiful play coming in from Niche again. I think just really, really above and beyond infantry play coming out from these guys right now. Unfortunately, we can't see a scoreboard at the moment. I would love to see what the scoreboard is, just how well that they've actually been playing here. But yeah, just struggles still for FF, trying to make something happen, but it's just too late. 80 tickets left to go. Like you said, they've already lost the map itself. At this point in time, you may be playing for a little bit of pride, but it's done. It's done and dusted.
You got to be careful here because Leader Havoc's back in this tank. He might be getting some kind of farm here, but right now, I mean, I've seen it in games. People, these are oh gosh.
Dealing with a real goat.
Who Gamer? Is that one who won the legend from the Battlefield 3 and 4 days, man? Welcome. I don't know if that's you or not, but dude, I hope it is. Anyway, we have Havoc here, and he's just... And this time right now, you've lost this map. I think you guys just need to relax. Okay, the Australians have come ready. How can we counter what they might have on Merrick Valley? I mean, I don't know, man. This is just not a good showing from SF. They need to hit the aim labs or something. You got Leader Havoc here over here trying to pick up some infantry kills. He's trying to get some kind of something, but look at that. The moment he tries to get an inch, he gets sent back to the screen he came from.
So Niche just picked up another two-piece in a round, and there's some chaos going back and forth. Beautiful play there. I do want to mention the fact that Reaper's POV has gone down. I don't know if he's had some internet connection issues or what, but hopefully he's going to be getting back in very soon, especially for this next map coming around. Maybe he's got to reset his router. I'm not really sure, but his POV is down right now. It is a 7 versus 8. But again, guys, this map is pretty much already done and dusted, and we will be moving on to our next one in just a few short moments. But yeah, real quick, I want to see. Oh no! Don't leave! Stay on the scoreboard. It is going to be Niche.
Get the pause. Get the pause.
I can't get the.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, screenshot it. Somebody get this. Hold on. Okay. All right. We got the screenshot. Okay,
here we go.
I got it.
So 18 and 13 there for Niche, 22 and 11 for Orange Peel, putting up some good numbers there on that side. 17 and 9 for JP. A lot of really good double digits coming out right now for this Australian squad. They're looking absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it. You did get a screenshot, though?
Yes, I got it right here. I'm about to let go of the print screen button. I've got it now. Okay, I'll throw it in the Discord so we can review it together. My goodness. I mean, we have got...
All right, so not bad numbers coming out, honestly, for the SF side. Like, honestly, 18 and 14 there for Adam, 18 16 there for Slimbo. We're looking in double digits for majority of their players. We don't know what Reaper had, as he did disconnect. But on the other side, Kevin Rude, he had a little bit of a rough time, 9 and 16. Deluxe, dude, he was just chilling, 5 and 8. He's just back there sipping on a beer every now and then, checks a flag, see if it's flashing. He's just hanging out. But like I said, Orange Pearl, he's going 22 and 11, doubling up his score. Niche, we saw him really popping off there towards the end of the map. You 18 and 13, doing really good job with some of those trades that we saw. JP 17 and 9, putting up some great numbers as well.
They're just at a disadvantage now, and you're exactly right. There's no ticket count for them to be under, so they are back in it. So I think we're going live here. I am on the Leader Havoc POV to start, Brett. So let's see what SF are able to pull out for Merrick Valley for us.
Oh my God. Sorry, you're just looking at like 202, 199. Woo, man, I am glad I am not playing in this match. Anyways, match has started. We are live, it looks like. You did say we were on Havoc's POV?
Yeah, I'm starting off on him, but look at him. Oh, there's a Jeep coming in from the Australians trying to bomb on C Flag. It looks like, he takes down one. Nish goes down to Leader Havoc here in the LAV. Let's see if he's able to pick anything else on this flag. Did they just send one player here? That's interesting from Australia. But look at this. Initially, SF looked like they might be winning this B fight. I can't really tell from this stream POV, but he's firing down into the B flag, trying to call some kind of suppression. He gets a hit over there. Let's see if he's able to capitalize on this. He's probably letting his infantry know, hey, there's a player in this building. You guys need to go ahead and get down there and push. Let's swap over to an infantry POV and see if we can get a little bit closer. Let's swap over to Colin here and see what he's able to produce for us here.
So I'm just going to tell you right now, I was watching Niche's POV, and he had his map up for the majority of that time, and it looked like full control for Australia. They had three guys burning the flag. They were spawning in on that B site, reinforcing the area over there towards C. It is not looking good starting out for SF. Havoc here, he's got to have some sort of he's really got to bring that presence, that energy onto the map. He's got to make sure that he's going to be impactful with this. If he can get that IFV kill, it's going to be huge. I really think that we should be seeing a big push onto that Bravo side once that IFE goes down. The other thing that I think we need to be seeing as well, we've got to see maybe some back.
There's one far left side.
Where are SF's infantry players trying to take a fast mover over to that back flag, right? We need to see some kind of flanking going on.
Oh my gosh, and yeah, like you said, look at the map over here for SF, man. They're just trying to dig their way into this B flag, and it's just like they're slugging fists back and forth here. It looks like we have Colin over here on this truck. He's trying to get some kind of damage. There's a player in this building. They're fighting from two different angles on this SF side. He gets shot in the back by low key.
Two on me, two on my X, two on my X.
Oh my goodness, and there's Australians just hopping all over the place, hopping on top of Colin's body. I'm going to swap to the Nish POV. I think we might get a little bit better of a POV here from him. So let's see what we got.
So unfortunately, he does go down, but again, putting a ton of pressure on the map. Take a look at it right now. We already have another player on the gimme flag for SF. So yeah, B is flashing, but guess what? A rotation's coming in on that gimme flag. It looks like B has been taken care of. Niche able to help out with an assist.
No, taking down Cincy.
Another kill there. This is beautiful plays coming out right now for the Australians as they're getting a huge lead at the moment in this game.
Yeah, this is again. They're just these guys are so disciplined. They know what the map. They know They know what map they're playing on. They understand the routes. They understand the rotations. The moment SF got on B and burned it, they started burning C, which pulled SF right back off of it.
Yep.
And you know it's just hard. It's tough to watch from this. Oh no, but Nish. Oh no, Nish, you get taken down by the leader, Adam. And it looks like SF are pushing around the right side, maybe trying to get over to the A flag, the gimme here for the Australians. But look, the LEV's here and ready, and there's also a player in the hills waiting for him. That Australia have an answer for everything SF is throwing here. But we have Nish over here playing around the gimme flag. It looks like they're getting comms that this push is still happening towards A, causing a bit of anxiety inside of Nish potentially. He sees a player in front of him. He taunts him with his knife in his hand and then switches to his gun. It looks like they're still looking for another player. Nish takes down Chinu, looking for another. He doesn't get the squad. No, he does get the squad wipe. So he knows that this area is most likely safe. He sees a player across the map. Oh, that player drops. He doesn't get the kill. 40 damage down. Nish over here just playing textbook Battlefield here on this 8v8, looking for just control on the map that they just dominantly have. Brutal, Brett.
So one of the things that I want to mention here is that look at where the position for Team Australia is. If you look at that mini map right now in Nish's POV, they are spawning in between the B flag and the C flag. They are spawning in a forward position, consistently keeping that pressure on. They're not letting the other team, they're not letting SF get any kind of really a presence onto that flag or even a foothold to where they can start flashing it. That is really the key here. They were able to take a good bite out of that map, and they're able to keep it consistently. And Nish is just continuing to do some damage. He didn't get a kill there, but he has stalled any kind of push that may potentially happen. And I mean, looking at some of these other POVs, it's just they're just consistently having to spawn back at main because they can't go anywhere. I don't think the Alpha flag has flashed once.
Not once.
Since they have captured it.
Not once. This is not a good showing from SF at all. The Australians are just shutting them down. I think these guys have watched their gameplay, watched their VODs, and they came ready to play. I mean, look at the line, like you said, the spacing between these players, it's perfect trade spacing. If someone goes down, someone's looking to trade them out immediately. This is just these fundamentals that other teams need to take note of and implement into their own gameplay if they even want to have a chance to compete right now in this 8v8 league. Nish gets a view over there on leader Havoc. He slides away. He's going to be hiding behind this wall, but he's going to calm that to his team that they're trying to get some kind of real estate over here. Havoc's having to blow smoke because the javelins are out, and he's got to avoid them somehow. Havoc sees Nish. Nish sees a player over here, but he's on the head glitch. He takes down Adam, the leader of SkyFall. He's going to be looking for another player. Where there's one, there's two, and Nish is aware of this. He's going to shoot another rocket over there at leader Havoc. He's going to be trying to get just this. Look at this dominant position here. I bet you they can only see his head. Look how strong this position is. Anyone who challenges him has to break this. Oh, goodness. And the pyromaniac Nish lights up an entire building and takes away the leader of SkyFall again, but Nish gets taken down by Sensor, and now they're going to be looking to get some kind of real estate on this left side of the map, maybe trying to set up for a push on A or B. SF have to do something here. They got to throw this IFV through a building. They've got to do something. They got to get spawned somewhere, put someone down behind the A flag. Someone lay down, crawl across the map. Someone's got to do something to get out of this stranglehold that Australia have.
Right now, switch over to Collins POV. Finally, we see a squad breaking out. They're going for a big flank at the moment. Don't go for that B flag. I don't think this is a smart move. They're going for the middle flag. I think they should try and wrap around for that gimme flag on the other side. Pull those players back a little bit further. But they are going to commit here to this B push. They have been able to get some presence on it finally at, 142 tickets. So they do have an opportunity to do some damage. Colin here doing a great job. Does get taken down, but we still see 2 squad members that are up and alive. So the spawns can come in. If we see maybe some, oh no, one player now is left up alive. He is getting shot at. This is not looking good, but we do see the vehicle coming around for Havoc. There you go. Havoc is going to be making a rotation.
This is it. This is exactly what SF need. They need to get on this right side of the map, throw off these positions for Australia, because right now they're in the blender. They need to get out of the blender. They need to get damage out. I don't know if standing here fighting this IFV is what you need to do. You need to get behind these rocks. You need to get spawns. You need to make sure you stay alive in this position, and you've got to make sure you don't lose your gimme. You lose your gimme here, you're gonna get based immediately. So they can't overcommit here, Brett. They've got to do this in a measured way. But this IFV is just playing as a great rook here, just ready to protect the back of the board here for Australia. And look at Nish from across the field. He's gonna pick up Colin. I mean, there's not really much that SF can do, but look at this. This is a great push from SF, but look at the gimme. It's wide open, Brett. There's no one there, and look, it's beginning to burn. Like we already said before, they can't commit too much to this, and they've already done it, and now they're losing their C flag. SF are about to be put into their spawn.
Oh, I completely disagree with you there, Dev. I do not think that we should have been seeing some path of play coming out for SF at that moment. As soon as we called out that Havoc was going to be rotating, it should have been full on. Havoc should have driven right to the flag, get those spawns in, bomb that side as much as possible. Yes, the rotation is going to be coming in towards their own gimme flag, but that does give you an opportunity to play from a position of a little bit more power. You're going to have a little bit more high ground. You're going to be coming into that B site. They're going to have to start rotating back in, and you can pinch them on that gimme flag as well. But you had to get presence onto that A site, and with them not committing and not doing that, it just you can't be too passive there. And it's easy for the casters to sit there and say that we have an overview of what's going on the map. You really got to be more decisive on that at those moments.
Yeah, it's just brutal. And they went halfway for it, like you said. They didn't full commit. They should have just gone full W key, gotten in there. But they took so long making that push, and I understand why they did it. They were trying to not die, but at this point, you've got to get on the board. They got to get this B flag. They got to start burning tickets. They got to get their foot in this game, because it's about to be a repeat of Iberian. Look at this, 297 to 59. SF have to win this B fight. They have to if they want a chance. They've got to. And look at Colin. He's getting a good start here. He's going to pick up Orange Pearl and JP. He's going to be looking for a third. Colin doesn't take him down, but Chinu does. It looks like this is a good push already. If I'm Australia, I'm going to be really focused on this left side push. Let's see if they're able to shut it down in some way. But they've got to get on this B flag. There's Nish. He goes down, but he gets traded out by the LEV. Again, the presence from the LEV is just shutting down any sort of kind of push that they can get done here. The LEV's positioning has been on point this half.
Yeah, it's well here. Okay. Honestly, guys, I'm not paid by Australia. I promise you that. But their ISV really hasn't had a whole lot to do this map. He has been able to sit back on A. He has not had a lot of pressure from infantry. He has not had a lot of pressure from Havoc. So he has been really just able to sit back and just chill and throw damage downrange. And he's done that to great effect. And that's really what you want to have. You want to have your infantry to be able to take the brunt and soak up the brunt of the damage. And you just basically sit back there and just pick people apart, right? You're just going to be soaking down their HP little by little. And they've done a fantastic job with it. We are going to be seeing 14 tickets left. The most that we can hope is that maybe something crazy happens, B gets capped, but they're nowhere really near it. So this is going to be really shutting it down at, 290 tickets. So a better ticket spread than what we saw previously going into round number 2 of map number 2.
Right. Ooh, that's brutal. That is brutal. I'm going to go ahead and get the screen here so we can review this.
Ironically, it felt easier to reg a shot on these servers for me.
Okay, I'm going to open media link. So we have an actual screen here. We've got Orange Pearl going 16 and 10. Kevin Rude with the 16 and 7. Zuex 15 and 10. I mean, just really solid KDs over here from the Australian side. And we've got some not so good performances from the SF side. We've got Reaper and Cat having issues going 4 and 11 and 2 and 5. Hopefully they can turn it around. If there's any time to have a motivational moment that explodes a team, it would be right now.
You know, I do want to mention the fact that, and I'm pretty sure Deleted is the IFV for the Australians because he has zero
Yep.
deaths. He was
Yep.
able to sit back and just kind of launch damage downrange, and that's really what you want. On the other side, not to pick on Havoc, I know he was pretty much one of the only views that we had, other than one other for his team, but I really feel like, and I can't listen to comms, right? So I don't know what his comms were because I have them muted, but I don't know if it was indecision on team leader side or if it was indecision on his side, but it felt like he was just very confused at where he should be pushing up and when he should be pushing. And he is a very experienced vehicle player. He has logged a lot of hours in a lot of Battlefield games, so he should know what to do. It didn't look like he was confident on making any kind of push. And really, towards the tail end of that game, the second half, when you are just down 200 tickets, right? You just got to be like, all right, screw it. We're going to push and we're going to go full bore into it. And they started to do that. And then all of a sudden, they lost their nerve. A call out happened, something, and they stopped. And as soon as you stop, we saw Australia completely close in on them and absolutely just destroy them. They had no purchase on A. They barely got onto that Bravo flag. They were able to flash it for a few moments, but that was it. And we saw a really, really good hold coming out for Australia, and just overall a really good way to play that map. I like the fact that Australia pushed up to that Charlie flag right from the start. Those kind of moves right there, while they may not be effective in capturing that flag, what they are effective in doing is throwing the other team off. All of a sudden, whoa, wait a minute, why do we have an enemy Jeep here? Why do we have an enemy flag here or a player here? Why is our flag flashing but we have nobody there yet? Those are the type of things that can really tilt a team, that can throw them off balance, and it completely destroys their start. And if you can do that and capitalize, you have a game like what we just had with Australia.
Are we live? I think we might be live here on the Niche POV.
All right.
Yep, I think we might be live. Yep, okay, we're live here?
Yeah,
we are. Okay. Okay, so Nish is going to come out here trying to get the Jeep over here on the left side of the B flag. And look at this, Australia immediately with the 2-cap. Let's see if SF are able to get in this game. Chino goes down to Nish here. Nish is going to be looking for the second. He isn't able to pick it up on Colin. Colin trades him out. Let's see if an Australian's able to get a trade out here. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to stay with the Nish POV for a minute just to see this map control. And look, interesting enough, look at this IFV, Brett. He's all the way in spawn protecting the gimme. Oh my goodness, that is a strong position. Kind of hard to put C4 on him there, huh? And Nish going to go over here, take down Colin. He's going to be looking to take down the second. 75 damage on a player, but he gets traded out by Jay, it looks like.
By the way, just want to mention, Havoc IFV is dead, and he is now getting revived on the ground. So he is as an infantry player, no armor, currently for the SF squad.
Yep, we're going to be looking at Zoo X here, but look at this. They're already getting real estate. Oh, wait a minute. Nish is having to run back to B. SF are actually making a solid push over here onto the B flag, but Oz deleted again. He rolls up and he clears house. We have the Australians going for a 3-cap immediately, it looks like. We got Nish over here on the left side of the map going over here trying to just get some kind of space here, trying to look for these spawns on the A flag. Doesn't see anybody. Sees a player on flag. Look at this. He's still looking for these spawns, I believe. Look at, oh my gosh, look at this position from him. Brett, this is a bit of a slower gameplay, but this is what I wanted from SF. We needed a player to do this.
But here's the thing, though. With what we're seeing from Niche, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to play slow. You have the tickets to just basically bounce around with. You can make mistakes. You can play a very slow, methodical game. And he waited for his teammates to spawn in. He did a fantastic job of making sure that he was going to have, at the very least, a little bit more cover when he pushes in. And you can see right now they're doing a decent job. They've got the flag about half grayed out. They've been able to pull at least maybe 1 or 2 spawns back onto the site. So he's
Nish
doing
is in the thick of it. Nish takes down Adam. Oh no, Nish is over here just surviving. He's a one-man army. He gets taken down by Cat finally. Man, this guy's really good at surviving. Goodness gracious.
But see, look at the map now. Look at the mini map right now. As you can see, they have players pushed up between B and A. They did just get picked up, but they're keeping that pressure consistently on the other side of the map, and that's what you want to do. And in this situation, I mean, that's what's going to win you out the game. We have just absolute 100% confidence coming out from Australia in their positioning and being able to push up. I'm loving it so far. I'm really loving it from their view. SF, I think, honestly, man, I think they just got tilted in that first map, and they haven't been able to recover. It just looks like they're playing on the back foot constantly.
Oh, no. And then there we go. We got Chino getting taken down by the Australians. These guys in SF can't even think of a game plan because they're trying to protect their home flag. I mean, look at how many players are on this flag right now. This is brutal for SF. I hate it for them. But look at this. They're spawning. Adam gets the trade out on Nish. Let's see if they win this fight on this flag or not. Oh
Four,
my
5, 6, 7 players. Seven
goodness.
players are on A right now. They have their entire team, other than the IFV, on Alpha. That
Oh,
is absolutely insane and so difficult to fight against. Havoc is going to be able to break out with his IFV, but it's too little too late. They technically have already lost the match. And honestly, with him getting out, he's already just down to 1 bar of health. He's going to die here if he takes one more rocket, trying to get those
oh
emergency reps in
goodness.
as quickly as possible. But man, I just don't see this happening.
Look at this. He's just fighting at all angles. Poor Havoc. He can't get a foothold in this match right now. The Australians came to play, and they're punishing everything. Look at this. We got SF having a push over here on C. Let's see if they're able to make anything happen over here on J. And oh no, as soon as Havoc goes to spawn on him, the last man dies on that flag. Here we got Havoc trying to break out a spawn here with this Jeep. Let's see, he's honking the horn. He's letting the Australians know, hey, the former #1 NA heli gunner is here, and he's trying to get some kind of trades. Let's see if he's able to pick this guy off of this ledge. He's going to be looking. Havoc over here with the gun skill from a vehicle main. He's going to be looking. He's just trying to stay alive, trying to do something, trying to get their gimme back. Brett, they've got nothing. They've got nothing at all. What do you do in this situation? You got to break out. But look, SF are burning B. I guess that is the right move here. That's probably the best case scenario for SF. But I think the game is over currently. The ticket count has been beaten. The Australians have taken
over at the moment, but I do want. I mean, these guys are going to be playing it out, and I think there's some stuff that we can take away from it.
Oh yeah,
Bravo is going to be getting flashed in this instance. Yeah, I do like the fact that they did go into B instead of that Charlie flag. They needed to pull some pressure off of A. It's just unfortunate that really the infantry play coming out right now is just on another level at the moment. We are seeing some really good plays going back and forth.
Oh no! Oh no! Get off of Colin!
Oh, no.
You can't do that to Colin. Leave him alone. He's already lost. Let him have some pride at least. That's not going to go over well in the ABL Discord after this. I'll tell you that, Brett.
Wait,
there's going to be quite a.
Havoc?
Oh,
what is Havoc typing?
Oh no! What is he typing?
I can't tell.
Oh no! Let's see what he's got. Havoc here. Oh no! He's hiding in a bush on their A flag. Did he type something in chat?
Honestly, though, like at this point in time, there's nothing that you can do in this situation. Like this is rough.
What is Havoc doing?
You're just gonna be playing it out. He's waiting for the IFV at the moment to try and come in. But I mean, yeah. But again, what we saw previously with the IFV, he tried to break out. We had about 3 different rockets from 3 different angles coming in and hitting them all at once. It stalled him out. He wasn't able to get those reps in like he needed to, as fast as he needed to. And honestly, the opponent's IFV would have been there just to be able to clean him up as well. So there's not a whole lot of wiggle room coming out. Just looking at the overview map right now, it is just, it's brutal. It really is brutal. I hate being in this situation as a caster because there's really not a whole lot else that you can say other than pointing out the obvious. I mean, there's not a whole lot that we could have seen SF do differently. I don't think they needed to have a really good breakout. They did have a good breakout, but they weren't able to hold it. They didn't account for the aggression coming in from Australia to put players so far up onto the map. And I don't know if it's just that SF is maybe used to playing with teams that play a little bit slower. I don't know. I don't know the scene well enough, guys, but it just felt like SF wasn't ready for the amount of aggression coming out from this Australian squad.
And, they just had better post-cap positions, man. Like, they really did. Like, the moment that Australia got on a flag, it's like they had a rehearsed symphony of defense here. Whereas whenever SF got a flag, it kind of looked like they kind of just ran around, honestly, in a way. They didn't really have good power positions. And that's what we saw a lot of from Australia, Brett, was that they just got in these positions that were just so strong and that just rehearsed, it looked like. I mean, they definitely had a game plan for defense here.
Well, you can see that they have obviously played these maps quite a bit. They've played with each other quite a bit. With the way that they were playing the infantry styles, where they were trading out effectively, they were making sure that they were getting those revives in. Like, they definitely know the play styles of their teammates, and that can make up leaps and bounds in terms of skill or in terms of strategy. If you know how your teammates play and you can stick with them and making sure that they're going to be staying up and alive and trading out effectively. I mean, especially with 8v8s when there's only one armor piece, that's like 60 to 70% of the game right there. And that's what we're seeing from Australia. SF, I hope that they are able to take some learning opportunities from this. I think that there are some really good points that some teams can learn, especially with the breakouts that we saw. I think that there's an opportunity for these teams to maybe take these breakouts, study them a little bit, come up with some strats, counter strats with them, or just incorporate them into their own strats as well, and see how that kind of flies for them.
Uh,
But yeah, this
Brett,
is brutal.
if you're watching Nish's POV, he is actually alt tabbing, and if I'm not mistaken, he is. Oh my God!
What did he do?
Nish is alt tabbing and typing in SnP general chat. Brett, he is talking trash in SnP general chat right now. Brett, mid game. Oh no, this is not a good look for SF. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. SnP General is going to explode off of this, and it's going to be interesting if we're going to see any reply from the SF guys. Oh my goodness. Brett, I think we might be able to get a post-match interview from the Australians. We'll see. We are looking. We are waiting. We are going to we're going to put some GIFs in the SnP General chat to let them know that we're watching right now, because apparently the match has moved on to this.
It has. So there's about, what, 5-6 tickets left, I think. We are pretty much wrapping this thing up. Congratulations to Team Australia, to Crocs. They were able to take this in a 2-0 fashion. Absolutely dominant. They won every single round. And they did it in very, I would say, convincing fashion. I don't think that there's any doubt that this is the #1 seed team, both in 8v8s and looking over into 16s. Australia has some amazing players, and it's really exciting to see kind of where that community kind of grows, and especially with the potential here for Battlefield Comp to start getting a little bit bigger, start getting a little bit more consistent with some of the features that are going to be returning into the game. So they've got a really, really solid core lineup right there, and they got some good stuff going on.
Yeah, the Australians are really just world class, and it's amazing to see how much talent has come out in this game. Brett, I'm gonna at you in this chat. Do you have SnP General chat? Do you know how to?
Yeah, I should.
If you want to, I guess we'll follow the cast into this to see how these teams are exchanging GGs back and forth. Oh wow. Oh no. Okay, maybe we should watch this, Brett. What do you think? I don't know. This looks like it's about to get ugly. Goodness gracious.
This is honestly pretty typical of teams. I mean, I wouldn't really read too much into it. Yeah, you're gonna get some BM going back and forth from both ways, but ultimately, hey, these two teams are going to be playing against each other again. These players are going to be playing against each other again later on. So there's going to be an opportunity for this to play out maybe in a different way. But yeah, this is always comical to watch. And hey, them that can brag, let them brag. The fact that Australia was able to come in, they may be talking some crap, but these guys, they followed it up, right? They had all of the receipts and they were able to provide them. So let them brag. On the side of SF, guys, I mean, it's just better luck next time. I mean, you got to figure out what happened. These guys, they need to make sure that they're watching some tape, making sure that they are adjusting their strategies coming on in. I don't know what else to tell them other than, hey, it happens. Sometimes you just get egg on your face.
1 second. Hold on. I'm asking for a post-match. Okay, all right. We are here with ZooX. Big gamer
What's
moments.
going on, boys?
Brett, you go ahead and fire off some questions for him and see what we can get out of this guy.
Well, first of all, congratulations. You guys did a fantastic job tonight. It was awesome seeing you guys play in very controlled and, methodical fashion on both of the maps. It looks like you had a lot of experience playing together. Really enjoyable matches. So going into this particular match, obviously we have a massive ping difference. And with you guys being from Australia, traditionally, that's something that you guys are kind of used to dealing with. I mean, you've always had that kind of issue. So, I mean, did you doubt at all that you guys had this match kind of wrapped up?
I'm not going to lie with you, Brett. There was no doubt in my mind that SF were going to get fucked on the entire series. We didn't really prep for the match because we knew like it was just going to be free. I came into this knowing that I was just going to drop a 3 KD on their foreheads. It was just kind of free, you know.
This bit is worth $1 million.
All right. I mean, you know, you got the confidence there, and you definitely backed it up. As far as you know, the rest of the competition within the season here so far, I mean, you guys look like you're going to be going in undefeated into the bracket play. Is there any team out there at the moment that you guys even really kind of worry about or just kind of pay attention to?
Nah, not really. Everyone's kind of free at the moment, so
This
I guess we're
bit
just
is
really
worth
waiting
$1
on
million.
rivals, you know.
Okay, you gotta love that. So playing in these matches, you know, what exactly is like? I mean, obviously Battlefield 6, it's got a rocky start. We're not really seeing the best of what DICE or Battlefield Studios can show.
Shout out to the rivers,
are you guys going to be
those who
continuing to
knows.
play Battlefield throughout some of these changes coming up in the future, or are you guys maybe going to hang it up for a little bit, take a break?
Yeah, I mean, Team Oz is in a good spot right now. We've got lots of fresh faces going. The games are going. We've made it far into SnP 16s, which is looking good.
Yeah.
8s are feeling kind of free for all the Oz teams right now. So, yeah, I'd like to say that we're going to keep competing for the foreseeable future.
Awesome. Now, just curious, looking into the Australian community, do you guys see much rumblings happening there from you? I know that there was a core community back in the day, especially in Battlefield 3 and 4. I remember, but you know, what is it looking like for BF6? Are we really just looking at just the best of the best on one team? Is there any kind of rumblings of newer teams popping up? Maybe a little bit of diversity?
That's a good question. We do have a few different teams in Oz. We try to spread it out amongst most of the teams like evenly. But there's some good comp in Oz. We just formed together for the SnP for the global comps. That's where everyone just gets fucking twerked on. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you know, and it worked. It absolutely worked. You guys are absolutely fantastic players. Are you guys playing any other kind of competitions, or is it just SnP?
Just SnP at the moment. If anything else starts like Nations, then we'll definitely dabble. But I don't think we have to worry. Like so far, all the competition first is fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, can somebody please get a fucking trade for fuck's sake? God damn.
Dude, okay. So if you had to say,
I can't answer that. Sorry, I can't answer that one. So
that's all good.
You know, maybe. Hey, you know what? Maybe it'll be another Australian team. Maybe we'll see 2 Australian teams in the finals at some point in time, and we'll have a map number 3 going down to the wire.
if you could say, what could SF have done better in that match? What would you say?
Oh, they could have spawned in, my brother. Holy shit, I could go on a fucking 2-hour tangent about how dog shit this team is. They delayed the bracket by a fucking week just so we could get all these people in this chat to watch them get absolutely fucking smoked. What a sick joke, cunt. I'm meant to play golf in 2 hours and I have to fucking delay my tea time just so I could twerk on these cunts. What a fucking sick joke. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like, I fucking feel you,
60
bro.
people in your stream right now just watch these cunts get 1,000 ticketed on. What a fucking cunt.
Dude, I fucking feel you, bro. Dude, if you
saying, bro.
Okay, so given that that's happened, how do you feel about the 16 coming, the finals? What is your message to 1UP in the coming finals? Do you have a message?
I'm fucking coming for you, 1UP cunt. If you're listening to this, I am spawning in next week on 180 ping, ready to go. I'll be there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm with it. Are you okay? So, given that you guys are so powerful now, what could you tell anyone, the competition, the world? How can you guys be beaten? What is your weakness? You want to give it out? I mean, you guys are just doing everything perfectly right now.
I don't even know. I don't really look at the strats. I just sort of load in and shoot my gun. Like I don't know what you can do. Just fucking shoot your gun back, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right.
I mean, technically, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He shoots better.
Can we get a stat check? Are we keeping track of stats? I think I had a 3 KD just now. I was absolutely pissing. I could have loaded in for pubs and it would have been harder, cunt. Seriously.
We did take a look at some of the stats and it was absolutely brutal at times. So yeah, props to you guys for that. But all right, well, I mean, you know, thanks for sitting here and talking to us, man. You know, like that awesome game, you put on a show, and at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a good show, and you guys definitely delivered. looking forward to how Team Australia is going to be forming later on in this particular season. We got bracket play that's going to be coming up here pretty soon. 16s are going to be coming up as well. Everybody is excited to see that, and it's really going to be interesting to see how the Australian community is going to be coming out. And I mean, are they going to be just the dominant community for Battlefield 6 moving forward? It looks like that's the case. But again, Zooks, thank you so much for talking with us, and congratulations on tonight's win.
Yep. Thank you for having me. I look forward to talking to you boys tomorrow morning after my next post-game interview.
Okay, so
it's going to be a good one.
Zooks, I got a question, though. In the 8th league, this is the last question, you can leave. Yep. Who do you want to beat the most out of everybody in the 8th league on both sides of the pond? Who do you want the most?
8s, fucking T8s, T16s, T5s, doesn't matter. Oz 3. That's what I'm saying. I'll talk to you boys later.
Oh, my God. Son of a bitch. Well, Brett, it seems it seems that went well.
Yeah, hey, look, you gotta love people being confident. There was some trash talking going on beforehand. Obviously, there's going to be some trash talking coming back and forth. It's the nature of the beast. But like I said, those that can brag, let them brag, and that is definitely Team Australia right now. Yeah. Loving the confidence coming out from them. He mentioned the fact that Australia has some good up and coming players. They kind of have spreading out for the teams, but all kind of pushed together for one big super team here for SnP. So excited to see the talent coming out of that region and potentially taking over Battlefield 6 just kind of as a whole. I know that they have had some really strong 8s and some very strong 12s teams back in the past. So very excited to see them doing really well this time around as well in Battlefield 6. But I think that's pretty much going to call it for us tonight. I don't know if you're going to be sticking on, but I unfortunately do have to jump on off. But tomorrow, potentially, we are going to be having our next match. Really looking forward to that one. 1UP versus Australia. That could be, one for the ages here. We might be able to see finally a third map coming out. I hope so, but it's definitely going to be a banger for sure. So make sure you guys follow Dev on all of his socials. Make sure you follow on the Twitch channel as well. He's got some cool stuff coming up later on this month, and it's very exciting. He's kind of let me in a little bit of a tidbit, but that's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be worth you guys tuning in for. So very excited stuff there coming on into the future.
Hold on, Brett. We got to get your links in there too. Hold on. Where can we get your links at? Where can we find them at? Where are they?
I think I actually shared on the wrong account. So I think I shared your stream out on the wrong one.
I've got you. One thing I want to say, though, is thank you to Volt Striker. 10 gifted subs, dude. Again, the love from the Australian community has been really just superb. I really appreciate y'all. It's cool.
Animal control on the line now. We're dealing with a real goat.
That's one of the sub sounds. I'm trying to work on getting these sub alerts out tomorrow like you guys wanted, but it's a lot of work, to be honest, and I've got a lot of other stuff going on. But seriously, thank you guys for showing up. Everybody who's tuned in to watch competitive Battlefield, you guys are what make this community. So try to be nicer to each other if we can. I'm kidding. Don't do that. It's what makes us good, right? But seriously, it starts here. This is how competitive COD started. This is how competitive CS started. This is how all these older games that are giant esports now, it started with a small group of people supporting it. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Seriously, thank you. Brett, again, a legend of the scene. He has really done a lot, even in the worst times for this franchise. I want you guys to take some time and please open up his socials. I'm putting them in chat now. Please give him a follow. Please let him know he's appreciated for showing up. He doesn't have to show up and give his expertise, but he does, and he's been doing it for us the past few weeks, and we really appreciate that from him. Again, a great match. I really hope these finals happen tomorrow. If they don't be sad. We'll be back when they're actually happening. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen tomorrow. It will happen, and me and Brett will both be there.